problem. S power 6 plus S power 5 minus 2 S power 4 minus 3 S power 3 minus 7 S square minus 4 S minus 4 equal to 0. Anyone completed? Construct the route array. S power 6. First I want to write S power 6 S power 5. For this, this is 1 minus 2 minus 3. Better to 1 so many calculate. Minus 7 minus 4 minus 4 0. Now I want to write S power 4. Now tell me what are the elements in the S power 4 row?
1.
1 into minus 2 minus 2 minus 2. 1 into minus 2 minus 2 minus of minus 3. So minus 2 plus 3 divided by 1. Now your element is this one, man. So minus 2 plus 3 by 1. That is 1 here. What is the next element?
Minus 3. Sir.
So element is minus 3 here. Okay.
Minus
What is this?
minus 4.
1 into minus 7 plus 4. Okay, right. This is minus 4 and 0. Right. Next I want to write S power 3. For S power 3,
0.
these two are same, right? Whenever these two are same, then automatically you will get 0. 0 here and 0 here, 0 here, 0 here. So what happened here? The entire S power 3 row is 0 with 0. So at that time you have to write the auxiliary equation. Now I want to write the auxiliary equation A of S. I told that also known as subsidiary equation. Auxiliary equation or subsidiary equation. Now auxiliary equation of A of S power 4 row. The equation is, tell me the equation. So always that is in terms of even polynomials, right? So also known as even polynomial equation. Auxiliary equation also known as even polynomial equation. So A of S equal to. So this is S power 4 minus 3 S square minus 4 equal to 0. Right? But here I want to write the row for S power 3, not for S power 4. So if I want to write the element for S power 3, here my requirement is S power 3. That's why you have to differentiate. When you differentiate this, so d A of S by ds equal to 4s cube minus 6s equal to 0. Suppose if I want to take the 2 as common, then finally you will get 2s cube minus 3s equal to 0. Finally, this is the polynomial equation we have to use to write the elements in the S cube row. Is it okay? Once again, I want to write the S cube row. What are the elements here? 2 here, minus 3 here, remaining are 0. Is it clear? Okay. Now tell me S power 2. What is the first element? Now 2 into minus 3, minus of 1 into minus, divided by 2. Minus 1.5. Is it okay? And here 2 into minus 4, minus 8, minus 0 by 2. So minus 4. Remaining are 0. Now S power 1. S power 1. So minus 1.5 minus 3. So that is 4.5 plus 8. It's 12.5, right? What's the value here? Is it minus or plus?
1.66.
Finally, divide by, do that minus 1.5 into minus 3, minus of 2 into minus 4, divided by minus 1.5. Tell me the final value. Tell me the final value.
2.3.
2.3.
3, sir.
Dipu?
minus 8.33.
Right. So see, simple. Actually, 4.5 and 8, nearly 12.5 divided by 1. I think you will get answer nearly 8 point something. Okay, you get that 2 or. What is the answer? Tell me that minus 8 point.
33.
3.
Okay, almost right. Remaining all are zeros, right? What about S4 0? And definitely you will get the n not coefficient, that is minus 4. Remaining all are zero. That's it. Now, just you have to look at the all elements in the first row, first column. So like this. So here plus 1, this is plus 1, this is plus 1. Now we are plus 2. So minus 1.5, minus 8.33, minus 4. Now tell me how many number of sign changes.
Only 1, sir.
Right? Only one sign change. That is from S3 to S2.
S2 minus.
One sign change. Because after 2 plus 2 minus 1.5, remaining all are minus. Remaining all are minus. So only one sign change. Even one sign change is there, you can say the system is unstable. Only one sign change between S cube and S square. Only one sign change between S cube and S square. That means now tell me how many number of roots are lying in the right half of the S plane?
1, sir.
Only one root is lying in the right half of the S plane. So total how many number of roots from the characteristic equation?
6.
Okay, from the given characteristic equation, actually 6 roots. From the root array, you can say that one root is lying in the right half of the S plane. One root is lying in the right half of the S plane. So now here I want to find the roots also. Sometimes in the examination question is find the roots also. I want to find the roots also. So many times I told that you can find the roots with the help of the auxiliary equation. You can find the roots with the help of auxiliary equation. So what is the auxiliary equation here? We know that auxiliary equation is s power 4 minus 3s square minus 4 equal to 0. So by finding the roots for this equation, you will get the by solving this equation, you will get the 4 roots. Already one root is right half of the S plane. By solving this, you will get the 4 roots, right? So in order to solve this, I want to assume that x square equal to x. From this x square minus 3x minus 4 equal to 0. And from this, I think x square minus 4x plus x minus 4 equal to 0. Directly, I want to write x minus x plus 1 into x minus 4 equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to 4, right? But we know that x is equal to x square. So x square equal to minus 1, x square equal to 4. From this, we can write s is equal to plus or minus j, right? Then here s is equal to plus or minus 2. And so many times I told that whenever the row is having all zeros, definitely some roots are on the imaginary axis. So here s is equal to plus or minus j. Is equal to plus or minus j. So on the imaginary axis. So s is equal to plus or minus 2. Total how many roots are completed here? 4 roots are completed. Plus j, plus 2, minus 2. 4 roots are completed. Then how can you find the remaining 2 roots? How can you find the remaining 2 roots? So here one procedure I want to say to find the 2 roots. Just one shortcut actually. Just one shortcut. Just observe that. What is the actual equation? S4 6, S4 5, minus 2s power 4 minus 3s cube minus 7s square minus 4s minus 4 equal to 0. Already we know the auxiliary equation. That equation is s power 4 minus 3s square minus 4 into, here this is s square plus s plus 1 equal to 0 actually. You have to factorize the equation like this. So your question is, how can you get this equation directly? Okay. So to write this equation, just observe the root array. This one. Observe the root array. Look at this. So s cube row is contains all zeros. Above s cube, we are having like this: s power 6, s power 5, s power 4. So look at the first element here: 1, 1, 1. So from s power 3, zeros, when you write the auxiliary equation, already 4 roots are computed. Okay, already 4 roots are computed. So how many roots are remaining? 2 roots are remaining. Only 2 roots are remaining. So for the 2 roots, you have to check the elements in the first column. Above this, all 0th row. Repeating once again. So s power 3 is having the all zeros. That's why you have to write the auxiliary equation. The auxiliary equation equal to like this: s power 4 minus 3s square minus 4 equal to 0. With this auxiliary equation, you will get 4 roots. For remaining 2 roots, just look at these elements. Only 2 roots. My requirement is only 2 roots. That means s power 2. So s power 2, this is s, and this is 1. That means s square into 1, s into 1, and this is the constant value. So that's why you have to write s square plus s plus 1. For example, if you are having this 2 here and this is 4, just for example, at the time you have to write the equation as s square plus 2s plus 4. Is my point is clear? Suppose this is 3. Then you write the equation as 3 into s square and 2s plus 4, like this. Remember this? The shortcut here. So you can write like this. Now s power 4 minus 3s square minus 4 into s square plus s plus 1 equal to 0. Write like this only whenever the question is find all the roots. Otherwise, no need to write this. Right? Now the question is find the stability, no need to go for this. If the question is find the root, at the time you have to find all the roots. So 4 roots are completed: plus j, minus j, plus 2, minus 2 for the remaining 2 roots. Now s square plus s plus 1 equal to 0. And with the help of the formula, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So with the help of this, you will get the 2 roots are minus 1 by 2. After solving, you will get the minus 1 by 2, a root 3 by 2. I think you know this, how to get the help of this formula. You know the procedure. Just by substituting a, b, c values, you will get these roots. Now look at here. So finally, 6 roots: plus j, minus j, plus 2, minus 2, minus 1 by 2, plus j root 3 by 2, minus 1 by 2, minus j root 3 by 2. That's it. Is it clear? So with the help of the route array, you can check the stability of the system. You can find the number of roots. You can write the auxiliary equation. With the help of auxiliary equation, we can say that how many number of roots on the imaginary axis, how many sign changes, how many roots are left side of the S-plane, how many roots are right side of the S-plane. You can say each and everything. Okay. Or you can check also. So actually from the route array, how many number of roots in the right side of the S-plane? How many number of roots in the right side of the S-plane? Just tell me the answer. From the route array, how many number of roots in the right side of the S-plane?
1, sir.
1. Right now check the 6 poles. Check the 6 roots. From the 6 roots, what is the root that is right side of the S-plane?
3, sir.
3. Actually from the route array, my question is here, which root? So what is the root that is lying in the right of the S-plane? Is it plus j or minus j, plus 2 or minus 2, or minus 1 by 2 plus j root 3 by 2, or
Plus
minus
2.
Yes. Is the answer?
+2.
+2, right? Only +2. Don't think that plus j also right side of the expression. Plus j is on the imaginary axis. On the imaginary axis, right? Simple. See here, when you go for the auxiliary equation, here S power 4, definitely 4 roots are complex roots, right? That's why plus j minus j 2 here, and plus j root 3 by 2 minus j root 3 by 2, 4 roots. And one root is left side of the S plane, one root is right side of the S plane. So finally, these are the 6 roots. Here, example. Next example. S power 3 plus k plus 0.5 s square plus 4ks plus 50 equal to 0. Next the characteristic equation is S power 3 plus k plus 0.5 s square plus 4ks plus 50 equal to 0. Here you can also find the frequency of oscillation. Check the stability of the system and also find the frequency of oscillation. How can you find the frequency of oscillation? You remember the procedure? How can you find that? Depends upon the k, right? Actually, here we are having the k equation by substituting k equal to something. You can find the frequency of oscillation. That is with the help of the roots on the imaginary axis. Okay, once again, coming to route array, construct the route array. S power 3, S square, S power 1, S power 0. You can practice more problems, right? Then only you will get the idea. Don't stop this topic with only 1 or 2 problems. Try to practice more number of problems. Then only you will get the perfect idea. S power 3 from the problem. 1 here k plus 0.5. Whatever 4k and the element is 50. What is the element here? K plus 0.5 cross multiplication, right? So 4k minus 50 divided by k plus 0.5. And here the element is 0. What is the element here? Definitely you will get the 50 because here the last element is equal to. Now this is the route array. Simple. So power is only 3. Power is only 3. Now S power 3, S power 2, S power 1, S power 0. Route array is simple. Here, whenever the system is stable, that is for stable system, what is the range of k? That is you have to find. After that, you have to find frequency of oscillation also. See, depends upon the question. The previous question I told that only check the stability, nothing but no problem. Whenever the question is find the number of roots, one procedure is there. Similarly, here also find the range of k. For stability, find the range of k. That means directly we can say that k plus 0.5 greater than 0 and this whole thing is greater than 0. But here my question is, in addition with the stability, you have to find frequency of oscillation also. Right? First for stability, small twist is there here. For stability, what are the conditions? K plus 0.5 greater than 0. That is one condition. And from this condition, you will get k value is greater than minus 0.5. Okay. Next, what is the next condition? See here, this one. What is the next one? This also should be positive because stable is nothing but all the elements are positive, right? So all the elements are positive. That means this is greater than 0 and this also greater than 0. And that is 4k into k plus 0.5 minus 50 divided by k plus 0.5 greater than 0. That means we can write 4k k plus 0.5 minus 50 greater than, and I want to write directly. So here k square plus k by 2 minus 12.5 greater than 0. Finally, equation is like this. quadratic equation, k square plus k by 2 minus 12.5 greater than 0. Now I want to find the roots for k. That is 2 roots here, k square. So k greater than minus 3.8 is 1, and another one is k greater than 3.3. Better we can find the roots here. So k square plus k by 2 minus 12.5 greater than 0. So k greater than 3.8 and k greater than 3.3. Okay. So now tell me, listen carefully. So here for stable system, k value, all the elements are positive. That is here k greater than minus 0.5 and k greater than minus 3.8 and k greater than 3.3. From these three conditions, this is one condition, this is another condition, and this is another condition. From these three, tell me only one condition. When the system satisfies that condition, then the system is stable. The question is clear? Which one you have to consider? Because here I want to find the frequency of oscillation. In order to find the frequency of oscillation, you have to assume k is equal to something. By substituting that value into the first column of Routh array, you will get zeros. You remember that? In order to get zeros, which value I have to consider here? K equal to either 0.5 or 3.8 or 3.3. Following or not? It's simple. Here my point is, if you take k greater than minus 0.5 is the condition for stability, k has to satisfy these three conditions: k greater than minus 0.5, k greater than minus 3.8, k greater than 3.3. Whenever k greater than minus 0.5, it satisfies only this condition, does not satisfy this condition. Similarly, k is greater than minus 3.8, satisfies only this condition, does not satisfy these two conditions. K greater than minus 0.5, nothing but these two satisfied, this is not satisfied. Is it true or not? Now finally, whenever k greater than 3.3, k value is greater than 3.3, definitely k value is greater than minus 3.8 and minus 0.5. Is it true or not? The point is clear. So when you take among these three conditions, when you take only one condition, that is k greater than 3.3, k value is greater than 3.3, nothing but definitely k value is greater than 3.8, minus 3.8 and greater than minus 0.5, because those two are the minus values. But if you take k value is only greater than minus 0.5, we don't say that this value is maybe greater than 3.3 or not. We don't know that. We don't know that, right? Suppose if we take k value greater than minus 0.5, so I want to take k is equal to, for example, 2. Greater than minus 0.5, nothing but I want to take value is 2. But the 2 value is less than 3.3. 2 is less than 3.3. But in order to say that the system is stable, this value should be greater than 3.3 also. That's why I want to take the final condition as k greater than 3.3. That means finally here point is, whenever k is greater than 3.3, then all conditions are satisfied. Then all conditions are satisfied. We got the point, right? Whenever k is greater than 3.3, then only all conditions are satisfied. Now question is, I want to find the frequency of oscillations. So I want to consider k is equal to 3.3. When you consider k equal to 3.3, now see this. See this one, x power 1. When you consider k equal to 3.3, go for x power 1. That means here k equal to 3.3 plus 0.5 plus 4 into 3.3 divided by 3.3 plus 0.5 minus 50. Tell me the value. Why you have to substitute here? Because here I want to find the frequency of oscillation. How can you get the frequency of oscillation? Just by finding the roots of the auxiliary equation. So when you write the auxiliary equation, whenever the row is having the all zeros, then only you have to write the auxiliary equation. So here I want to substitute k equal to 3.3. Then what happens? Just observe that. Just tell me the value. You substitute k equal to 3.3. 3.3 plus 0.5 into 4 into 3.3 minus 50 divided by 3.3 plus 0.5. What is the value? Just tell me.
0.09.
Right, that's almost zero actually. So that is here my point is whenever k equals 3.3, S41 row is 0. Because here I want to find the auxiliary equation. Because my question is frequency of oscillation. So S power 1 row is 0. So don't go for S power 2. Don't go for S power 2 because if S power 2, maybe for example, if you take k equal to minus 0.5, if you take k equal to minus 0.5, this is 0. This is 0, okay. But this element is non-zero, right? So we can write the auxiliary equation only whenever all the elements in that particular row is 0. This is 0, this is not 0 when you take k equal to minus 0.5. That's where I want to take k equal to 3.3. When you take k equal to 3.3, so S power 1 row is 0. So whenever S power 1 row is 0, so above this S power 1, S power 2. So when you substitute k equal to 3.3, so 3.3 plus 0.5, this is 3.8. Okay. Now auxiliary equation. Now what is the auxiliary equation? 3.8 S square plus 50 equal to 0. Clear? Now when you substitute k equal to 3.3, this is nearly equal to 0. Now the S power 1 row is 0. Now auxiliary equation is above that S power 1 row, that is S power 2. So this value is 3.8 because I want to substitute k equal to 3.3. So 3.8 S square plus 50. This is an even polynomial. So once again I am repeating, don't substitute k equal to minus 0.5 here because if you substitute k equal to minus 0.5, only first element is 0, not the all elements, here. Right? 3.8 S square plus 50 equal to 0. This is the auxiliary equation. For 1 row is 0. Therefore, auxiliary equation for k equal to 3.3 is 3.8 S square plus 50 equal to 0. From this, what is S value? Plus or minus J 3.63. Now tell me what is the frequency of oscillation? Now frequency of oscillation is, what is the answer? Yes, what is the answer? And I told the same similar problem actually. X is equal to plus or minus J into 3.63. What is the frequency of oscillation? Answer?
Omega is equal to
Yes, what is the answer?
Omega equal to 3.63.
Omega equal to 3.63. Omega nothing but frequency, right? 3.63 radians per second. Actually, I want to get this. I want to get like x is equal to plus or minus j omega. For that reason only, I want to substitute k equal to 3.3. By substituting k equal to 3.3, I want to write the auxiliary equation. So from the auxiliary equation, x is equal to plus or minus j 3.63, and finally answer is 3.63 radians per second is the frequency of oscillation. The important type of problem actually. Don't think that every time only easy problems are in the external examination. Don't think like that. You have to know in everything. If you want to find the root, you have to find the all root. If you want to find only the stability, no need to find the root. Suppose if you want to find the frequency of oscillation, compulsory the problem is having the k. So you have to find the range of k and you have to substitute one value for k. By substituting the k value, you have to get the entire row equal to 0. Whenever entire row equal to 0, you have to write the auxiliary equation. So from the auxiliary equation, you have to find the root for s. Definitely, you will get the imaginary root. From that, you will write the frequency of oscillation. This is the procedure you have to remember in order to find the frequency of oscillation. Okay. So, one more problem. Okay. This is the last problem. Feedback control system having the open loop transfer function. All are important problems. That's an example. Feedback control system has the open loop transfer function of K of s into h of s equal to k into e power minus s, s into s square plus 2s plus 1. So simple problem. Whenever the problems are like this, e power minus s, don't confuse. k into e power minus s by s into s square plus 2s plus 1. This is the question. Open loop transfer function. Now you have to find the value of k for the closed loop stability. How to find the value of k for the closed loop stability. So closed loop stability. So how can you get the characteristic equation of closed loop system? Characteristic equation of closed loop system equal to 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. Characteristic equation of closed loop system. 1 plus g of s into h of s equal to 0. So 1 plus k into e power minus s. Don't confuse here. From the binomial extension, e power minus x is equal to 1 minus x plus x square by 2 factorial plus up to so on x minus up to so on. Like this. So I want to consider only for small values. Only for small values, e power minus x equal to 1 minus x. So e power minus x equal to k into 1 minus x. That's you have to know this. Otherwise, whenever the question is like this in the external examination, definitely you will have confusion. So what is e power minus s? How can I find the stability for the system whenever the system is having e power minus s functions, right? Don't confuse. Just write e power minus s equal to 1 minus s. Remaining is simple. Into s square plus 2s plus 1 equal to 0. Remaining is simple. Finally, I want to write the equation. S cube plus 2s square plus s into 1 minus k plus k equal to 0. After solving this, you will get the characteristic equation as s power 3 plus 2s square plus s into 1 minus k plus k equal to 0. Okay, here in this problem, important point is e power minus s. Look at the all problems. I am saying the different types of problems here. Whenever the question is find the root, whenever the question is find the frequency of oscillation. So whenever the question is having like this e power minus s, in case of e power minus s, you have to substitute 1 minus s. This is a characteristic equation. Now remaining is simple. Just construct a route array. Cube square s power 1 s power 0. Now write all these elements here from the characteristic equation. 2 k, 2 into 1 minus k. 2 into 1 minus k divided by 2, right? Cross multiplication. This is 0, finally here 0. So here k and this is 0. So question is you have to find the minimum value of k. Minimum value for maximum value of k or range of k for the closed loop stability. We know that the system is stable only whenever all the elements in the first column is positive. That means k value is greater than 0 from the S power 0 row, and the k and the 2 into 1 minus k by 2 value is again greater than 0. From this 2 minus 3k greater than 0, k is less than 2 by 2. Simple. Remaining is simple. Only confusion is what is e power minus s. Just you have to write 1 minus s. That's it. Remaining is simple. Finally, you can say that the maximum range of k, maximum value of k, 0 less than k less than 2 by 3. That's it. Try to observe the different types of problems here. Don't think that every time easy problems are in the external examination. Still, problems are easy, but you have to think carefully. All logic is there. If you know that logic, then definitely you will get correct answer. Okay.